All right, so Sean, the software developer, back at it again with another project. So this is my new project, BillFlow. So what is BillFlow? BillFlow is an invoice and payment platform for modern businesses. It creates professional invoices, it accepts payments globally, and manages your business finances with ease. It is built for Grenada and it is trusted internationally. So a little overview of BillFlow. It creates professional invoices, creates beautiful branded invoices with automated calculations of line items, flexible payments that accept Stripe, online payments, plus local methods such as cash, bank transfer, and check. When it comes to Stripe, Stripe is currently not available in Grenada. However, the functionality is available. Smart pricing, it has automatic calculations with bulk discounts, taxes, and custom pricing rules. And globally ready is built for Grenada and international businesses with multi-currency support. So just going over the technical overview of BillFlow. It's a multi-tenant invoice and payment management platform. It's architected and developed a production-ready software as a service invoice management platform, which uses React 18, TypeScript, and Express.js with PostgRE SQL. It has implemented a secure multi-tenant architecture with UUID-based client tracking, enforcing strict business-level data isolation through Drizzle ORM. It has a built-in comprehensive feature set, which includes automated invoice calculations with line items and tax management, the dual payment processing, such as Stripe or manual methods of payment. It has client-side PDF generation with JS PDF, similar to when I did my last project, which is Clinic One, whereby you could export PDFs. It also has the same functionality, as well as having transactional email delivery via Resend. So, what is Resend? So Resend is an online email sharing platform similar to MailChimp and SendGrid. It's an email for developers. It's trusted by many people in the industry, as well as you could implement the API directly into your code, as well as it's usable in many different programming languages. So currently we're using Resend for the emailing, and how Resend works is that you would create or you would have a domain and you would put that domain into Resend, and then using that API from Resend, you can then have all your invoices going through Resend to the person who the invoices are for. So going over the authentication and security, we have integrated Replit authentication, which for secure authentication, implemented secure public payment terminals with token-based access, and then it also has aggregated statistic displays and data visualization. And lastly, a overview of what type of tech that BillFlow is running. In technical stack, it's running React, TypeScript, Express, and PostgRE SQL. The architecture skills, multi-tenant, data isolation, security. The full stack capabilities, it has front-end UI, back-end API, and database design. Of course, the payment integration. And then for modern practices, the authentication, the responsive design and state management, and what value it offers to businesses. It offers invoicing, client management, PDF export, and email. So going into the actual platform, you would then be met on this landing page. You'll sign in, and then when you sign in here, you would then sign into Replit with your Google account or any email account. And once you're here, it's similar to Clinic One, whereby there's a admin lockout. So here, and you would then be pending approval until an admin then um, gives you access. So speaking of this, I'm going to the database, and this is just for demonstration purposes. I don't actually need to use the database for authenticating users, and I'll show that shortly. I could then go into users. I could find myself, so it'll be right up here. I could then set myself as an admin to showcase all the capability, and then I could go into the businesses, find my business, which is right there, and then I could set myself as is approved for true. As you can see, there's an is approved and is active. So what really is the difference? So the reason for it is approved is just for someone to get onto the platform, and is active, there's an ability to suspend users. So if someone no longer wishes to continue using the platform, or they missed payment on a subscription, because this platform will have a subscription based payment infrastructure. If they miss a payment or they no longer like to continue using the platform, they can then be suspended. However, all the data could obviously be retrieved and reused when they would resume usage of the platform. So then after approving myself, I can then go and refresh the page, and I'll showcase what BillFlow has to offer. So this is a dashboard. We have the admin dashboard. It's only something that only I can see, or the admin. So here you can see, instead of doing it in a database, I can see all the different businesses waiting to be approved. I can just approve a business, and then they can now use the platform. And additionally, when I spoke about the is active, I can then suspend a business again if they no longer wish to use the services or they missed a monthly payment. Go into the dashboard here, you would have all your invoices. You can see a little overview of all the metrics for your business, the total revenue, invoices sent, active clients, and the payment rate. You can then have a list of all the invoices here. Here's a shortcut to actually create an invoice, which we will right now, your client management, as well as your settings. So when it comes to client information, you have the ability to either select an existing client or you can create a new client. So I'm just going to create myself. So Sean Kumansing. And for right now, again, with the domain, right now I'm just using a single email verification. So when this platform is live, I'll then purchase a domain, and then all the emails then sent through resend through my domain to the receiver of the invoice. You can then put your billing address and your phone number. You can have all details on the side, the invoice number, the date, the due date, and the expected payment method. You can then put what are the line items, what are they actually getting the invoice for. So instead of a strong system, let's say they are ordering a engine, and let's say that engine is an EJ255. That's the engine that they're currently ordering. And say an engine like this costs, I don't know, engine like this costs about $10,000. You can then be able to set the tax rate and a discount percentage from the total price. So for example, say the tax is 10%, 20%, you can then see a tax being added, as well as a discount. So say you have a 10% discount, 30% discount, 50% discount, you see it's added here as well. So let's say this person got a 20% tax rate and it was a 20% discount, or actually let's do 10% tax and a 20% discount. I can then send that invoice, and this invoice will then be sent to the receiver or the client who receives this invoice. You get a message right here saying invoice created and sent. From here, you can also view it. You can view the details of the invoice. You can then go straight to the payment terminal, or you can export a PDF either through this button here, or so you have the download here. You can export it through there or through this button right here. And then this is how the invoice looks through the PDF. You see you have your invoice, the invoice information, who is it billing to, the description, the quantity, the price, the total, as well as the watermark of BillFlow there. And then how it actually looks in the email, you would then look like this right there. Or actually did send it, or should send another one. Actually did send the other one yet? Yeah, there it is. There's the other one. There it is. Show on business, and then I could view and pay the invoice. And through the invoice here, you can then see all the different methods of payment. You can see the invoice details, engine, EJ255, the subtotal, the discount, the tax. You can then choose your methods of payment, Stripe, cash, bank transfer, check or other, card, Cash App, and Amazon Pay. Say this person paid through cash, and then you can confirm the payment method. And then you say, thank you for your payment, your invoice has been paid. And this also showcases that invoice being paid right here. Go back to the invoices. You see it says sent. I can then refresh it. That invoice has then been paid. And if you go to clients, you can see Sean Comanson, and you can see all the invoices for Sean Comanson. And yeah, so that's pretty much the overview of BillFlow, BillFlow Smart Invoicing, and how it works. And this will be available for both businesses, personal use, small businesses, and anyone who wishes to utilize BillFlow's functionality.